we started from this simple story. So this is a picture of what was the challenge today. That is the branch, the current branch. It's an office. It's office pretty cold. It's a typical space where you sit down, you get into office. There are people working on their desk. You have to sit down. You have to wait when it's your turn, and you have to solve your problem. And most importantly, the branch today is a space for managing cash. So the project started with some very well-defined business goals. There was a set of goals about changing the cost and the flexibility of the branch and the operation cost of the branch. There was a second set of goals about, of course, the customers, so changing the way they have to build the relation with the customers, and some KPIs about the frequency of interaction, and some KPIs about the activities and the reason the customer goes to the branch. And there was a third set of KPIs that were related to the internal organization, the employees, because it's impossible today to change the customer experience, especially on the branch, without having an impact on the way the employees and the advisor are actually working in the branch. So that was really a big challenge. So how we did the project? So this is a summary of the project. The project has been done in 3 phases. The first phase was a real immersion in as I said before, we started, remember the graph I showed before? So start from the customer experience. I really understand the customer experience. So an immersion in a real life. So we did of course, benchmark. We did a lot of stakeholder interviews in order to, also internal interviews, also to create alignment between the different business units involved in this project, because it's massive in terms of organizational impact. Lots of different departments are involved. We did lots of interviews with end users, observations, shadowing, and we built lots of customer journey maps and customer journey and customer pictures. So the second phase was about ideation and concept. So once we built the existing picture, we started to work about the future. And we went through an ideation process where we did a lot. And the whole project has been done with a co-design approach. So we worked together from the very first moment, lots of workshop, lots of collaboration. And we get to a concept of the branch. It's very important to explain that we didn't design the branch. Frog didn't design the furniture and the space. The furniture and the space has been designed by the internal architect team of the bank. We using the blueprints, using service design approach and blueprints, we define the concept. Later I'm going to give you the story. And then we built a prototype, and we did. So the first part, the 2 parts of the project, took 8 weeks, 9 weeks. And then they built, when the concept has been, of course, approved, validated, we had a typical executive presentation, everybody was happy. So they built a prototype of the branch. And we spent more than, let's say, 5 weeks, 6 weeks in the prototype of the branch, testing the prototype. So how we did it? So again, I said before, it's all about co-creation. So we did lots of co-creation workshop, lots of facility. We did a lot of workshop working together. So this is the Harry meets Sally moment in the project. So the epiphany. So everybody said, okay, this is the passion. So the people involved talking about really helping them to think with the perspective of the user, of the customer, not with the perspective of the internal organization that you see only your business processes and your problem, right? And of course, we did that. All the project was completely. We built personas. We spent we did lots of workshop in order to understand the persona, maps the persona, understand the difference. So of course we had a lot of business goals. There were a lot of business assumptions. The personas were also mapped against different market segmentation. So we did a lot of analysis about how to really approach the different type of customers. And for every customers, we built together the existing, refine the existing journey with all the pain points, the gaps, and then we defined also the future scenario, the future journey. So, and we quickly, during the session, we were sketching. So, our team we were developing idea, and our team was catching a lot of ideas, lots of moments. So basically, we broke the branch experience, broke down the branch experience in. We've been able to map something like. We started from it was very fragmented, lots of different things, lots of different ideas. We've been able to rebuild the whole customer experience of the branch in 15 different journeys. Every journey has been mapped on space and touch points, because this is what makes this project. I'm an architect as a background, so it's not just about touch point, but it's also about the space. So understanding that, for example, we define 6 key areas in the structure of the branch, and so we've been able to and in the space you should be able to do different things. The same things in different spaces. So it's not like a digital experience. Typically, when you design a digital experience, you have a funnel, right? So the funnel gives you a lot of walls. It's a box. So when the client gets into the funnel, everything is under control. When you go in a physical space, the funnel, the real world funnel is, sometimes I speak with my advisor on the chair, sometimes I go into a meeting room, sometimes I go in a different space. So managing all this flexibility was one of the interesting challenges of the project. So, and we built experience mock-ups, so lots of simulation, renderings, so we really tried to visualize all the moments of truth, the key moments of this experience. And then we tested the branch. The picture you see here is the picture of, they built it actually is a prototype. So nothing was actually working. Everything was simulated, even the digital experience on the screen. So there are lots of tablets everywhere, digital signage. Everything is simulated. And we tested the branch. How we do the testing? The testing was very interesting, because also in terms of design was really, also for us, was the first time we were trying to apply this approach. So basically, it worked in this way. We used a role-playing game. So we tested the branch before the first round. We tested the branch with the employees. So we played the role of we were playing the role of the customers. We created a set of missions and roles. So the employee, the advisor, we were giving these cards. The cards, they have a mission on the cards. So and the stimulation was, okay, you are an employee, and if I'm a client, you have your goal is to, I don't know, to upsell a credit card, or your mission is to upsell a different mortgage condition, for example. And the client, the mission of the client is, I go to the branch because, I don't know, I have a problem with my credit card, I'm looking for a new mortgage, I'm looking for a loan, I'm looking for a service. So the different card, the distribution was really random, so everybody picked up the card, the mission card. So, and the testing session, they had 1 hour, and we let them free to interact in the branch. So using the tools of the branch, using the spaces, using whatever they wanted to do, and we were shadowing. We were just looking, observing the situation. After the 1 hour testing session, there was a break, coffee break, everybody happy, and then we were used to do this kind of final debriefing to do some in-depth interviews and discussion about, okay, what really worked, what really didn't work. And so the first round was only with the employees. The second round was only with clients, so we were playing the role of the employees to see how the clients were reacting. Then we did a final round where they were together. So employees and clients, and we were just the team, the joint team, Frog and Intesa Sanpaolo, we were just observing what was going on. This experience was very interesting because at the end of the day, we were collecting a lot of insights. We were still working on the back of, probably you see behind the table, there was another poster with a customer journey. So we were refining details, refining things, and also we were refining the space. So sometimes we were moving chairs, moving sofas, moving tables a little bit closer, a little bit farther from each other, changing the position of the lights, really to understand the reaction reaction and understanding the people reaction. So this activity has been, from our point of view, very interesting. We learned a lot. So it was a kind of minimal. It was kind of when you work on a software, right? You work on mock-ups, and in this case, the mock-ups was a real space with real furniture. So and during the testing session, everything went well. Then after the testing session, we launched 3 pilot programs, 3 real branches where we did the final refinements, the final observation before the real launch. Now the new branch model has been launched October 2014, October last year, and now the company is rolling out, is changing completely, is rolling out the new branch layout, the new branch customer experience, slowly of course, but the plan is to change completely the whole branches on a roadmap of 4 years.